What's up, guys? Welcome to another 5-9 gaming video. I'm Claire Bear, and I'm going to be talking about some big news, at least for us in the American side of things, or people who are in love with NCAA or college football. We are seeing a return from EA. They're going to be making the NCAA games again, which is really exciting, but there's a lot of questions right now about how they're even able to do this or why now, But let's start about what started it all. We got a tweet from EA Sports about an hour ago saying, for those who never stopped believing, college football is coming back, with the EA Sports logo and college football, and then telling us to follow the official EA Sports college football account, which you can see right here only has this exact same tweet, nothing else, no more info, with a link only to easports.com. So very minimal amount of information here to go off of, but I do have an article that shares a lot more information that we'll get into in a second. This is huge news. This comes off the back of, a lot of controversy around not paying players for using their likeness and stuff like that. And of course, that's some of the things people ask immediately on here. A lot of memes. But, one of the most comments on here is, are the players still not getting paid for the likeness? So clearly that's still an issue with people who enjoy these games. I loved playing NCAA back in the day. Of course, 14 is the last one that anybody was able to play, and I'm sure a lot of people still have it. So let's get into this article, though, from Business Wire. This starts by saying, today, EA Incorporated, a worldwide leader in interactive entertainment and sports gaming, and CLC, the nation's leading collegiate trademark licensing company, announced the expected return of college football to EA Sports. And we've kind of known that this was going to happen. We just didn't know how they were going to do it. The partnership allows for EA Sports to be the exclusive developer of simulation college football video game experiences. Development of EA Sports College Football is just underway, with launch timing still to come as the project progresses in the years ahead. For 2 decades, EA Sports entertained millions of fans by recreating the unparalleled pageantry of college football. The EA Sports College Football franchise was a consistent top 5 sports title in North America during its previous run, generating tens of millions unit sales from 2005 to 2014. In recent years, college football has been one of the most requested games by fans from EA Sports, and today EA is confirming plans for its official return. So continuing on, this is from EA. We've heard from millions of passionate fans requesting the return of college football video games, said Cam Weber, VP and GM at EA Sports. We love the energy, tradition, and pageantry of college football, and I'm beyond thrilled to say we are back in development. We have a lot of really exciting work ahead of us, and a great team that is eager to bring a new game to players in the next couple of years. We're very excited to collaborate with EA Sports to bring back the college football franchise, one of the most popular collegiate licensed products in our history, says Corey Moss, CLC CEO. The college football video game connects passionate fans to college brands and introduces new fans to the storied traditions, excitement, and game day experience that make college football unique. The new franchise will deliver authentic college football experiences and the high-quality gameplay that fans have long loved in college football games from EA Sports. Through the CLC partnership, the franchise will include the rights to more than 100 institutions, featuring the logos, stadiums, uniform, game day traditions, and more that fans have come to know and love. While this college game will not include student-athlete names, images, and likenesses, important, EA Sports is continuing to watch those developments closely. EA Sports reaches players all around the globe, and in past years, introduced 6 new console and PC experiences, as well as ongoing live service offerings on PC and mobile. EA Sports franchises delivered sports entertainment to millions of fans with an array of authentic, deep experiences that brought players closer to sports, teams, and leagues that they love. The return of its most requested franchise will only accelerate the momentum and player excitement. EA Sports will reveal more about the new college football franchise and related product launch timings in the future. To stay updated, of course, follow EA Sports and the new Twitter page on Twitter, which I am following on my personal account, not on here though. So some important things to talk about. Clearly, they said they're not using names and likenesses and images of student athletes. But we got to wonder how true that is. 14 was the last one. It featured a student player on the cover, and it included likenesses of a lot of players, which is the big problem here. Not paying these students for their likenesses is a big deal, especially if you're profiting off these young players without giving them some sort of compensation, which is already a big problem itself in the college football industry, but adding a sports game on top of it makes it a little more complicated. Some other important things to note here, what features are they planning to bring in, is the share your roster, kind of download a roster and make a whole team thing still available, because that's what a lot of people would do, is make a team like, let's say, the 2018 Sooners, right? Oklahoma Sooners. People would make that team in the kind of build your own roster feature, and then share that, and other people could download that as well to kind of circumnavigate and really be playing as, you know, these football players that they fell in love with and want to play as. So it seems like instead of trying to form a relationship that works with the players, they're just going to try and go around it and just use the likeness of the university, which is okay, I think. I think players still deserve to be compensated in some form, but maybe that's down the line. Now, of course, they've been making Madden games this whole time. NCAA is the only one that got dropped. So there's excitement there in seeing how the college sport game will continue with that 7-year gap. I think a lot of people hope that they kind of just did what they did with 14 and keep building on that instead of trying to make something a brand new experience completely and hoping that people fall in love with it. Because so many people love NCAA 14. And so to kind of recreate it might be a problem. And speaking of NCAA 14, this is kind of a smaller issue, but now is the time, if you have NCAA 14, to probably sell your copy. It's about $100 right now for a copy of NCAA 14, one of the most expensive sports games in the industry. So if you have a copy, you might want to sell it off now, because with the re-release of NCAA coming back, people won't have to go back to playing 14 to get that feeling, you know? So, of course, do what you want to do, but, you know, I think if you have a copy and you've been holding on to it simply because of the value of it, sell it now and just buy it again when it's cheaper. Make sure you're following the EA Sports account to stay up to date on what they're doing. I'm definitely going to be involved, and I look forward to maybe playing some of y'all out on the field. Of course, I am Oklahoma Sooners all the way, Boomer Sooner, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of fans who are excited to be able to play as their team again. So, of course, that's going to be it from me. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What do you think they can do to kind of help situate the problem between the players and, you know, EA and colleges being able to profit off them? Let me know what you think, because that's a very controversial issue on how to deal with that and how to deal with it properly with making sure everybody succeeds. If you're not following the channel, make sure you do that. We're trying to push out more of these news-related videos, things that we think are important to us, that we also think would be important to you and are worth knowing and staying up to date on. And, of course, follow us on Twitch. We're almost 24/7 over there, getting pretty close. So that's exciting. We're always doing something over there, whether it be Minecraft or, you know, Dokkan. There's always something going on over there. And then, of course, follow our social medias too. Stay involved with what we're doing as we learn things. We kind of share on there as well. And you can stay up to date with our content as well. But that's about it for me. I was Claire Bear. I hope you learned something. I hope you're excited. And I can't wait to play you guys. You know, this is going to be a really fun game. And that's it for me. I hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye.